Chances are that some of the things you bought on your last grocery run don't measure up to what's on the package.
Target investigator Marley Ginter is here with why you may be getting shortchanged at the store.
Well, this is something you may not have thought of, Brian and Sue, but state inspectors say getting less product than what you paid for is actually more common than you might think. So we took our scales undercover. You spend your money at the store, but are you always getting what you pay for? State inspectors say you're not.
The overcharge on that item was 69 cents.
The Michigan Department of Agriculture's Weights and Measures team says 40% of the packages it inspects are underweight.
I think that people would appreciate knowing that they're getting exactly what they're paying for.
We wanted to check for ourselves, so I took a digital kitchen scale into a variety of stores across Grand Rapids. Hardware, grocery, discount department stores. Weighing things undercover, we found several items came up short. Bags of snacks, beans, spaghetti, even bacon. Target 8 discovered companies across the country have been fined by state and city authorities for shorting customers. Earlier this year, Wisconsin state inspectors forced Kraft Foods, the owner of Oscar Mayer, to dish out nearly $14,000 in penalties. It paid nearly $37,000 the year before and now has to spend $10 million on new scales. And closer to home, Michigan smacked Pilgrim's Pride with fines and restitution totaling $7,000 and 2 years probation for shorting consumers.
Hi, Christy here.
We also took our scale into people's homes. Georgia Taylor wasn't happy with what we discovered. Items she already bought came up short, including a 12-ounce tube of frozen sausage that weighed 11.95. Might not seem like much, but
what does that equal out to? You know, so on an individual level, you may say that. But if you look at the bigger picture, how much money are they making? That's not cool.
Humans make errors and scales go off every now and then. And so for there to be a slight discrepancy, it's not that huge of a surprise to me.
I used my own personal kitchen scale, so to get definitive scientific evidence, we went to the state's lab in Williamston near Lansing. State Inspector Steve Galvin showed us products the state randomly selected from a variety of stores and says many of the products came up short, including a turkey sandwich short 69 cents, bought from a Costco in Northville, a suburb of Detroit. A state inspector also bought a bag of chocolates at the Holland Peanut Store and says it came up 6 cents short. The state sent both stores a warning notice. An inspector told me he doesn't believe it was intentional, adding majority of the time companies are not shorting customers intentionally. They just need better employee training. The state says more came up short at Harvest Health Foods on Cascade. That company sent us to the Kent Butcher Shop, which handles its weighing. A bag of flaxseed and a bag of flour had come up short at Harvest Health, although only a penny. Are consumers there getting ripped off?
No, because if I went in and sampled other packages, I could probably find the equal number where they gained a penny.
In fact, we did find some packages overweight, and so did the state. Some ground beef from Forest Hills Foods weighed more than what was on the package, coming up 7 cents overweight. 7 cents here, a cent here. What's the big deal? Is the state wasting resources by doing all this?
Right, a cent here and a cent there is no big deal, maybe to someone who has a lot of money and can afford that 1 cent. However, when they're doing this to hundreds and hundreds of people every day, it adds up.
So what do you do with all of this? Well, if you want to be a watchdog for your fellow shoppers, the state urges you to weigh items on store scales before you buy them. They should weigh more than the net weight that's listed on the package. If not, call state inspectors, and we have that contact information on our website, along with a list of Michigan companies that were not just warned, but actually fined for shorting customers in the last 2 years. Now, there's another twist to all this. A local scale expert worries stores are actually using faulty scales. So you're going to hear his concerns tonight at 10 and 11.
So what else are these inspectors checking? Is it just packages or?
No, it actually is not. In fact, we're talking all commerce. So they look at gas as well, and this may put things into perspective for you. Inspectors say less than 1% of the time you get shorted. at the gas pump. But when we look at packages you buy in all a variety of stores, you're getting shorted 40% of the time. Big difference.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Pretty high.
Yeah. Thank you, Marley.
Marley, thank you.